10 weeks ago, the mindset of every high school football team, make the playoffs. Now, as we roll into the first weekend of November, only 32 Division II schools can achieve that dream. The long road to Canton, Ohio begins tonight under the lights. It's an opening round matchup on a chilly Friday night. OHSAA playoff football is next. Good evening and welcome to Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School. Waycross TV welcomes you to a special edition of Friday Night Football. It's the Chillicothe Cavaliers taking on the Winton Woods Warriors. Kyle Evans thrilled to be alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Williams, for the next 4 quarters. And let's jump right into this one. A one-game playoff to determine who will move on. How do you mentally prepare for a game like that?
Well, Kyle, once again, it's nice to do a game with you here, Winton Woods High School. But I tell you, the way you mentally prepare for a game like this is by taking care of business during your regular season schedule. All the stops they made in their 10-game schedule this year have got them ready for tonight's action against Chillicothe Cavaliers. Now, this marks the beginning of the chase. The regular season is over now, and it's time to chase dreams of August. Only the strong survive, and both teams are here as a testament to that fact.
Well, the Winton Woods Warriors come in as the 2 seed. The Chillicothe Cavaliers, they're the 7 seed in this opening round matchup in this Division II region. High school football playoffs are in full swing as the Chillicothe Cavaliers take the field. The Winton Woods Warriors breaking their midfield huddle. And we talked about a little bit off the air about how these players are mentally prepared. It's not about the fans. The fans are here. It's about those guys out there on the field in the blue and white for Winton Woods and how much of a team they are and how well they play together.
Well, Kyle, their coaching staff has brought them along just fine this season. I've been to quite a few of their practices. I was here in the rain. They practiced real good in the rain Wednesday. Nothing is distracting them from their goal. And it's this time of year for their lofty achievements to increase even more so. Yeah, they played a tough schedule. Yeah, they knocked out a lot of boogeymen on that schedule. But now, this marks the chase. That other stuff doesn't matter, what the reporters say, what the newspaper, nothing matters now, except as long as you can go out there and take care of business, which the Warriors, I'm sure, want to do tonight.
Well, we are about set for the opening kickoff. Tonight's official, Mark King, is the white hat. Christopher Meyer is the umpire. Greg King is the linesman. Robert Roach is the line judge. And Kevin Little is the back judge. A veteran crew as the officials for the Ohio High School Athletic Association are trimmed down to the best of the best come playoff time. Chillicothe Cavaliers will kick it away from the 40-yard line, and the Winton Woods Warriors will go left to right. Cavaliers will go right to left.
Number 90.
Coach Hinton, Kyle of Chillicothe Cavaliers, with the win tonight, if he can manage a victory, that will put him all by himself at number 4 on the OHSAA all-time success list for coaches. But it's up to Coach Dre Parker and his staff to change other plans to that scenario.
Matthew Deedy about to kick it away for the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy high school playoffs. Opening kick taken at the 30-yard line, weaving through traffic. Good opening kick, turns the corner around the sideline. Nice tackle and a good opening kick by the Winton Woods Warriors, number 5 for Winton Woods, able to bring that back in a fantastic play by Quinn Smith. Sets up the Winton Woods Warriors in great field position as we take another look at the opening kickoffs.
Here, as the Warriors take the field, Maurice Chapman, number 58 at center.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Kenny Mayberry is the quarterback. He wears number 8. Cavaliers looking to bring the pressure on this first opening drive. Cornell Beecham in motion to the far side. Mayberry takes the snap, fires it deep down the near side, has a man, caught him! inside the 10-yard line. Number 2, Raquan Prince diving out. Sets up 1st and goal for the Warriors.
And Kyle, that's the play they use a lot in practice. They open up with it. We see here on the replay. Mayberry heaves that ball. Raquan Prince runs right under it and is able to get this ball all the way down to the 6-yard line of the Cavaliers.
1st and goal from the 6. Mayberry takes the snap, turns, hands it off, right into the end zone. Number 28 walks in, touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors.
That's Mayan Williams taking that handoff, runs straight south with the ball in this case, and untouched into the end zone. So Winton Woods Warriors, first time touching the ball, hit the scoreboard here tonight.
Just took the Winton Woods Warriors 3 plays to get into the end zone. Extra point on the way, up and through, and with 11:33 to go in the opening quarter, the home team strikes first, and very, very quick they did.
Very quick strike. Of course, the Warriors know that this is just the beginning of the game here. They're going to have to play 4 quarters of series ball tonight, but it's still good to see the opening drive that only knocks off, what, about 30 seconds off the clock, not even.
Now the Chillicothe Cavaliers will get their first attempt at offense tonight. Cavaliers 8-2 on the season, 5-0 in the Frontier Athletic Conference. You got to go out Route 32 to get to Chillicothe.
Looks like Winton Woods on the year has had a lot of success in the first quarter ball games, outscoring their opponents 120-26 in the first quarter.
Warriors set to kick it away.
Number 82, Gary Velasquez, about to step into it.
Caught about the 15-yard line, turns the corner. Winton Woods tried to get to him, breaks a couple of tackles down the far sideline. Taken finally out of bounds at about the 44-yard line or so, and a great kickoff return by the Chillicothe Cavaliers sets them up in great field position. A lot of energy and excitement, and we haven't even played a minute in this opening quarter.
I'll tell you, that's a nice kickoff return. Winton Woods Special Teams is going to have to keep that one kind of close to the vest. They can't let these guys open up on their own 42-yard line.
Ron Hinton and company, that's the head coach of Chillicothe, they'll go to work. Brandon Moffmer is the quarterback. He'll turn and hand it off to the near sideline. Hands it off to number 40. Turns the corner. That's Jawan Harris, taken out of bounds after picking up 3 or 4 yards on the play. Sets up about a second down and 6 or so.
Jawan Harris is going to have to realize before the night's over that at some point he's going to have to put his foot in the ground and run north, because he's not going to be able to beat the Warrior defense led by Gianni Gamble to the edge.
Second and 7 for Chillicothe. Spotted at the 45-yard line, trying to work their way into Winton Woods territory. Moffmer takes the snap, pressure coming, rolls out to the outside of the pocket, turns the corner, and tried to escape a tackle. He does, and he shuffles his feet, tap dancing along the far sideline, able to pick up the first down for Chillicothe.
And Moffmer, he's able to sort his way through the pursuit, pick up good yardage on the play. You know, stays in bounds out there.
So they do pick up the first down and 10 at the 48. Cavaliers going to work on offense. Winton Woods trying to set their defense in a hurry. Moffmer takes the snap, fires. Slanting to the outside, shuffling his way through tacklers, and finally he's taken down by a host of Winton Woods defenders.
Jaden Miles, number 11, main tackler on that play. Got Ty and Sixame, number 45, checking out of the game.
Meanwhile, Winton Woods finished the season 9-1. Their one loss right here to Elder, 35-34 in overtime on a blocked extra point. Moffmer keeps it, shuffles his way through, puts on the afterburners, and he's gone all the way to the end zone. Chillicothe answers for the touchdown.
Moffmer, he ran out of a couple tackles. He ran out of an arm tackle by Jalen Felka. Showing good desire.
Take a look at another replay angle. Put on the afterburner, split a couple of Winton Woods defenders right there, and then off to the races. And both teams defensively here in the first 2.5, 3 minutes change haven't done their job executing.
Well, I'm sure when you got a whistle on the play, I'm sure they don't know a lot about each other. Like you said, Winton Woods lost one ball game this year to Elder. Chillicothe Cavaliers, they've lost 2 ball games, one to Bishop Hartley and one to Columbus Marion Franklin. But those losses are in the rearview mirror, I'm sure, and tonight is the beginning of a new day.
Mark King just signaled an offsides on the Chillicothe, on Winton Woods, So an offside call, and we will retry the extra point.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut down the whole system. Unplug that box.
Matt Deedy
All right, unplug it.
will line it up. Snap is on the way. High snap, it is up, and it's good with 9:42 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 7 apiece.
Well, there you have it. This is Cavaliers have served notice that they got people in skilled positions that know what to do with the ball, so it's going to be up to the Warrior defense to put the hammer down on these guys. Don't let them have any hope of advancing the next round of the playoffs here.
Mercy Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Dr. Mike Shen are proud to be the exclusive sports medicine.
Take a look at the touchdown one more time. Just found the hole.
Looks like Gianni Gamble kind of overran him.
Winton Woods Warriors finished second place in the coaches poll with a 9-1 record. A couple of other names to be familiar with: Cincinnati LaSalle 8-2, Cincinnati Anderson 9-1. Those teams are hosting playoff games tonight as we speak. It's the opening round of the Ohio High School Athletic Association playoffs. 32 teams. Booch kick is on the way. Will fall at about the 30-yard line, and Winton Woods will cover it up to set up position inside just past the 25, maybe the 27-yard line as they go to work on their second offensive drive.
His offense takes the field.
First and 10 from the 28-yard line.
They got number 75 in there on offensive line, Marcellus Hughes Brewster, a 5'8", 260. That height can't be right. He's about 6'4".
Handoff up the middle.
Ryan Williams, number 28.
Williams musting his way to pick up a couple of yards. Take a look at number 28 in blue doing work.
No doubt he's getting the ball. He busts through there. Short gain on the play. But I'm thinking that part of the process of winning this ball game is going to need to involve Ryan Williams wearing this defense out.
Stands starting to fill up here at Winton Woods High School. Chilly Friday night. Here at Winton Woods, Andre Parker and company had a 9-1 season. Slot pass right on target to number 1. Cornell Beecham able to pick up about 9+ yards or so and move the chains for Winton Woods.
Cornell Beecham, senior, he doesn't want his season in, and he's going to do everything he can. And that was a nice run after catch. Really a nice yak on that play.
First and 10 from the 43-yard line. Mayberry, high snap. Has to fall on it, turns around, and I think Chillicothe's recovered. Cavaliers recover the botched snap. We'll take another look at it. High snap off the hands of Mayberry, turns around and tried to dive on it, and then Chillicothe got multiple bodies all over the place and cough up the early turnover.
At some point, Mayberry just fall on that ball. And we'll have to see what the Warrior defense does here. My guess is you don't want to give anybody a short field goal.
8:38 to go here in this opening quarter. Special edition of Friday Night Football. It's the playoffs. Brandon Moffmer has it in the shotgun. Moffmer, blitz coming. Shakes off a couple of tackles. Turns the corner down the sideline. Able to pick up about 3 yards or so after he scrambled. Almost thought Winton Woods was going to take him down. He's able to gain positive yards out of it for Chillicothe, excuse me.
Moffmer showing good elusiveness. Avoids Chris Oates. Gets around there. Javon Poole can't catch up to him. So they're going to have to come up with a plan. Don't let this guy Moffmer beat you with his feet. He's already given the Warrior defense plenty to think about.
2nd and 7 from the 33-yard line. Kyle Evans, Jake Williams, and our entire Waycross crew bringing you regional playoff action. It's the opening round. Moffmer takes the snap, shuffles his way forward, runs into a line of Winton Woods Warriors, able to pick up maybe a yard or two on the play. Sets up 3rd down and long for Chillicothe.
Number 58, Maurice Chapman.
See here on the replay, quarterback delay. Moffmer doesn't mind running the ball. He's a tall kid, but it looks like he's just as adept running the ball as anything else he can do.
Christopher Oates was also one of the men that got in on that tackle. Oates, along with Trevor Poole, Jaden Miles, Evan Blackwell-Stevens, Quinn Smith, just a handful of starters. Firing this pass, deflected.
Good flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the field, and Mark King is our white hat tonight, so we will get
Pass interference on the Warriors. 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
so pass interference against Winton Woods. Take a look at it on your screen. Contact between number 5 in blue, that's Quinn Smith.
Yeah, if they're, that was kind of very marginal, but yeah, that was proper call made. So
15 yards will set up shop at the 17-yard line. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Chillicothe trying to capitalize off the botched snap that Mayberry couldn't handle. Moffmer, he'll hand it off, turning the corner. And nice run by number 10.
Number 40, Jaquan Harris. Tried to go around the left side.
Jaden Miles on the stop for the Warriors, number 11.
A loss of 1 on the play. Actually a little bit of a gain. 2nd and 9.
So just a yard gained on the play, 2nd and 9. Clock continues to roll. Under 7 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Two teams looking to keep their season alive. He'll pitch it out to number 2. Connor Matthews finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Connor Matthews, 12-yard run there, and he's got the Cavaliers ahead of the Warriors. See number 2, nobody in front of him, and he just waltzes in there untouched.
We've already talked about both these defenses lacking the ability to stop them on 3rd down. And the 3 touchdowns that we've seen in the first 5.5 so minutes, they've all walked right into the end zone. Extra point is on the way, right down the middle, and Chillicothe has taken a 14-7 advantage. 6:23 to go here in the opening quarter.
Well, Winton Woods is going to have to come up with a plan. They faced off a lot of tough teams this year, but this is the game they're in tonight. Coach Hinton, speaking to him, he says his 3 main instructions for his players are, 1, get off the ball, play physical and hit, and number 3, play till the whistle stops.
We mentioned LaSalle, Winton Woods, and Anderson rankings a moment ago. LaSalle taking on Harrison, Sidney and Belmont playing. Winton Woods, of course, hosting Chillicothe. That's where we are. And Anderson High School, 9-1, taking on Troy in the opening round.
Well, I believe if Winton Woods and Anderson win, they'll be playing each other next week. Of course,
there's that little botch kick again. Hops up into the air, caught by number 3. He's going to backtrack. Tries to turn the corner and use the edge. Chillicothe tries to shake off. Couple of blocks down the sideline. He's got it. 50, 40. Shakes a tackle, and he's finally taken down. Chillicothe player, I think it was number 8 for Chillicothe, to make the tackle. That's Corbin Harden as we go back to the replay.
You see LeVar Ganaway, he makes a cut the other way, and then he says, not over here, and he takes it back again. And when he comes back again, he's able to get a good block that springs him. And there it is right there, number 14 through that block, Tyquan Fleming. That's the block that sprung it.
6:07 to go here in the first quarter.
Unfortunately, flag on the play. I don't know if the flag, I don't think it could have been for the block that we saw where Tyquan Fleming threw that. His block looked good to me, but a lot of times on that kind of change direction on a punter kickoff, you end up with that flag.
So the penalty will back them up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Winton Woods. Mayberry takes the snap. Fires near side to number 2. Taken by Raquan Prince, and then a penalty flag flies.
Must be some extracurriculars on that one over near the Warriors sideline.
I think we're maybe a face mask that seemed to be signaled. So it's a personal foul against Chillicothe, and
15-yard penalty on Chillicothe. It'll be 1st and 10, Winton Woods from the Chillicothe 39-yard line.
So after the 15-yard penalty, they'll move it up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Winton Woods. Mayberry turns, hands it off. On the way, 28. Williams. No one's got him. No flags. Touchdown, Warriors.
What a big burst of speed. Ryan Williams, you give him that ball, and he knows he's getting it. He's gone.
Take a look at it one more time. All that open space. And if you like scoring, partner, you got it tonight, because we got a 14-14 ball game pending this extra point. 5:53 to go in this first quarter. We're only halfway through the first quarter.
Warriors are going to have to figure out a way, though, to stop the Cavaliers.
Snap is on the way. Kick is up. Barry Velasquez makes it 14 apiece.
So we got us a game here, partner. These guys, Cavaliers from Chillicothe, they come up here and definitely giving a good account of themselves. Brought a nice nation with them over there. Got to spot all the stands flowing over there on that side of the field.
Take a look at that touchdown run by Williams one more time. Number 28 in blue's got some muscles. He's also got some wheels. Finds the back of the end zone. And the celebration is on for the hometown Winton Woods Warriors.
So this is going to be up to the Warriors special teams now to not allow the Cavaliers to have such a big kickoff return with this field position that they had last time.
Barry Velasquez will kick it away. Back to receive for Chillicothe, number 10, A.J. Corbin. Velasquez puts his right foot into a nice kick.
Penalty flag on the field.
Penalty flag on the field.
Chillicothe will start its possession 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Well, that's almost just as well. This is where the Warrior defense, they've seen a little bit of this guy now, Moffmer, and I got to give this kid credit.
So a procedure penalty against Winton Woods will spot the ball at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Moffmer elects to keep it himself and taken down. Number 45 able to get it on the tackle. Kyle Insigma.
Kai Insigma on the tackle for the Warriors. Moffmer.
Take a look at big 45 in blue coming right through.
Number 4 also on the tackle for the Warriors. Markeith White.
5-yard loss sets up 2nd and 15. Clock continues to roll. 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Moffmer getting pressured again. Drops it off to number 2 and a big hit.
Number 11 on that stop, Jaden Miles.
Number 2, Connor Mathis took the pass in.
Come in there. Once they saw it was a screen, they had enough help staying home.
Let's take a look at it one more time.
See how Moffmer knows how to execute everything he's supposed to do with the ball back there. You know, talking Coach Hinton before the game, he told me that this Moffmer accounted for 34 touchdowns this year.
Very incredible stat. At the high school level, they did go 5-0 in their conference. Moffmer takes the snap. Penalties, flags fly.
Penalty flag on the field. Penalty is on Chillicothe. 5-yard penalty. Missed it, 3rd and
So it's a 5-yard penalty, so it sets up a long 3rd down and 21. Clock under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter, 4:28.
Woods got these guys where they want them behind the sticks on 3rd down.
Moffmer takes the snap, rolls to the near side, tries to find an edge, fires downfield. Catch is made by number 12.
Incomplete.
He is out of bounds.
So it's going to be 4th down.
Here's Moffmer rolling out, trying to connect with number 12, and couldn't keep his feet in bounds, and the Cavaliers are forced to punt. 4th and 21.
Number 40, Jaquan Harris in punt formation for the Cavaliers.
Cornell Beecham back to receive. Punt is on the way. Wobbly kick. It's caught. Penalty flags fly. Beecham spins his way past the 40. They're going to spot him about the 42-yard line, and that's where Winton Woods will go to work. We'll check the penalty flag.
Cornell Beecham, spectacular job catching that ball in traffic.
Penalty is going to be on the Warriors. Walking the back on Winton Woods.
Take a look at that catch one more time.
There are some more scores in the first quarter. Pickering Central 7, Northmont 0. In the first quarter, Coleraine 7, Moeller 0. In the first quarter, Sydney 7.
He's in bounds.
6. In the first quarter, Trotwood
Foot's right there. It's hard to see where it is.
7. In the first quarter, Goshen.
Excellent camera shots from our crew tonight. 1st and 10 at the 35. 4:09 to go. Warriors will hand it off. Turns the corner. Diving forward.
Nice game. Kenny Mayberry pulls it out, keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down.
Number 6, Jason
Kenny Mayberry, he likes to run that football. He can throw, but you can tell he has just as much fun running that football.
Both him and Brandon Moffmer showing that they got wheels tonight. 1st and 10, spotted at the 46. Mayberry elects to keep it himself. Turns the corner, and a nice tackle.
Kenny Mayberry, number 8, goes around the
All right, the Cavaliers going to set up
Tackle made by number 6, Jason Benson.
Mayberry went out there, you see again,
On the play, second
Myan
down,
Williams
5.
throws him a nice block to get him started. But unfortunately, the Cavalier pursuit was able to close it down before it picked up big numbers. That will be 2nd and 6.
Having some scoreboard problems here. Williams muscles his way forward, able to pick up the chains, and Winton Woods will have a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
No, they're going to have to reset the clock.
Number 65 made the stop for the Cavaliers. Timeout on the field.
So an official's timeout to reset the clock.
At the end of the first quarter, your score, the Winton Woods Warriors, 14. The Chillicothe Cavaliers, 14.
Looks like we're going to be having some kind of technical difficulties.
Well, the PA announcer just announced that the end of the first quarter had come to an end, but I don't think that was the end of the first quarter. But apparently it was the end of the first quarter, and so after 12 minutes, the Warriors and Cavaliers are deadlocked at 14 apiece.
Talking to Coach Hinton, he also told me where Moffler was Player of the Year in Division III last year around there. So this Moffler guy kind of reminds me of that quarterback on Florida State at Francois. Built like a stick man, but he knows how to get it up the street.
1st and 10 for the Warriors to start quarter number 2. Mayberry hands it off. Williams shakes a couple of tackles, turns to the outside, muscles his way forward, down to close to the 20-yard line or so. Take a look at
about what, 22-yard line.
Take another look at Williams.
Play all the time in practice. Nice block, Cornell Beecham.
1st and 10 at the 22. Mayberry fires over the middle.
That's a touchdown.
And Williams breaks through traffic. Not sure how he got through, but he finds the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Winton Woods.
It looks like he did a couple of jump cuts, planted it, and just kept it on going. He hardly even slows down when he does it. Look at that. And blocks, you know, he's getting good perimeter blocking. The Garganaway had a nice block. Velasquez.
Snap is on the way, and Velasquez makes it 21-14 in favor of the home team.
So, this is a thing where as long as the Warriors don't get sloppy with this ball, protect this ball any reasonable amount, they should have the horses to march on these guys. But they got to do something with this muffler. See again, Myan Williams, and the vision, he slowed down enough to let this guy on number 40, Jaquan Harris run on past him. And by doing that, he didn't even have to stiff arm him. He was just able to slap him away.
Last time Winton Woods was in the playoffs, you have to go back to 2013. Since 2009, Warriors have been in the playoffs 5 times. And it starts with a state championship in 2009. They made the playoffs in 10, 12, 13, and now this year. Warriors hoping to find the road back to Canton, Ohio. Velasquez puts his right foot into this one. Nice booming kick. Caught at the 5-yard line. Far side, tries to shake a couple of tackles and runs into a lineman of Winton Woods Warriors, and Chillicothe will shut up shop at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the defense on the field, led by Chris Oates, Javon Poole.
Hats off to both of these coaching programs Getting their teams to the playoffs is no easy task, especially here in the Cincinnati area with teams like Moeller, LaSalle, St. X, Mason. A lot of talent around this part of town.
That's why once you get to the playoffs, there's no need to be mentally prepared. You basically prepared yourself by virtue of getting there.
First handoff right up the middle. Able to pick up 2 yards or so, 2 or 3 yards. Sets up 2nd and 7 or so.
Wasim Ficklin in the game, number 6 on defense now for the Warriors. Seems like they have a couple of spots where they like to use Ficklin, and they like to use Kai and Sixamay on some of these rotations. Either way, the level doesn't go down.
2nd and 8 for the Cavaliers as they look over to their sideline for coaching instructions. Their head coach, Ron Hinton.
Quarterback for Chillicothe.
2nd and 8. Spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Just past the 11-minute mark of the second quarter. Moffmer turns and
Adrian Beverly is in their quarterback now for the Cavaliers. Don't know what happened to Moffmer, but got number 7, Adrian Beverly, in there now.
Maurice Chapman and number 4, Markeith Wright, made the stop for the Warriors. No gain.
so that is an interesting observation. No more Moffmer and Adrian Beverly, like you just mentioned.
Moffmer back in the game. Must have been some kind of equipment malfunction.
Moffmer in the shotgun takes the snap. Pressure coming, fires over the middle, off the hands of number 40, Jawan Harris. They call him JJ.
He just let that ball get away. I don't know if he could hear footsteps or what, but you got to catch that ball and help Moffmer out.
So 4th down, and the Chillicothe Cavaliers will be forced to punt. Each team scored on their opening drive. Winton Woods gave away 7 points when Mayberry botched the snap. Chillicothe was able to capitalize off that. Snap is on the way. High punt.
Beecham. Bounces. Let it go, Beecham. Get away from it.
And that's exactly what he does. Sets up shop at the 15-yard line with just under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kyle Evans, Jake Williams, and our entire Waycross crew. Hope you're enjoying this one as much as we are. 14 apiece. You got to love the playoffs where anything can happen.
And this is first year on this playing surface, so first year they put this playing surface in, they go to the playoffs. Like you said, Kyle, earlier, it's been a while since the Winton Woods Warriors have been to the playoffs, but they know what to do. They've been practicing. Here's Beecham with the ball.
Beecham
stiff arm.
Tries to turn the corner. And a nice tackle by number 40, Jawan Harris, able to take him down.
I get the sense that Cornell Beecham wants this ball tonight. He's a senior, and he doesn't want his season to end here tonight.
Lost 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 15, 9:27 to play here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Mayberry takes the shotgun snap. Looking, fires deep down the middle of the field, has a man, and overthrows number 3, Navar Ganaway.
Just a little bit overthrow. He had plenty of time. Nice protection.
Had a man wide open and just overthrew him. Sets up 3rd down and 15 for Winton Woods. 2 receivers to each side.
Winton Woods, they need to get some yardage out of this.
Mayberry takes the snap, looking, fires near side. Nice. Tried to connect with number 81. And Winton Woods forced the punt.
9:11 left to go to half. This is where the Warriors need to execute a booming punt. Cornell Beecham back there in punt formation.
Beecham takes the snap, kicks it.
Hit the ground.
Off the side of the foot, picked up by number 10, weaving his way through traffic and taking down A.J. Corbin. Will set up good field position, for the Chillicothe Cavaliers with just over 9 minutes to go here in this first half. Both teams kind of starting to feel each other out defensively the first quarter or so. Both teams' defenses weren't doing a whole lot. We talked about they basically walked into the end zone. Now they're really locking down. And those are just kind of some of the jitters that you get out in the first quarter. You're trying to feel out your opponent.
That's right. Now, the Warriors had a couple issues with penalties, cost them big field position. No one has a crystal ball and saying what would have happened, but we sure like to think of what could have happened.
Moffmer muscles his way forward for a pickup of about 3 yards. Going to be 2nd and 7 for Chillicothe.
Stop on the play made by number 56, Brandon Jones.
Just under 9 minutes to go here in this first half.
Second down and 6.
Talking to Coach Hinton before the game, he's got a set of twins on the team. One of them plays Simon. Simon Roderick plays O-line, D-line, and wide receiver.
2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper. Muscling his way forward. About 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down.
See on the replay, again, Moffmer, he's a handful. Very deceptive.
3rd down and 3 for the Cavaliers. Clock continues to roll. Just under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Moffmer muscling his way, and Wintonwood's defense coming in there.
It's going to be close. They may have to get the chain gang out here to look at this one.
Mark King signals very quickly that's a first down. Talked about how chilly it was at kickoff, 48 degrees when I checked my weather app. That was at about 7 o'clock. We've probably dipped down a little cooler as we've gotten into the night.
Well, I'll take it over what we had last week any day.
The elements of the rain are no fun. I happened to be at Sycamore and Princeton, and I was running a camera that week, and I was absolutely drenched after the game. No fun. 1st and 10 at the 31. Man in motion, and we are going to get a timeout.
Chillicothe, their first timeout.
Chillicothe takes their first.
At Frisch's Big Boy, the big story is our food. Stop by Frisch's Big Boy at 11990.
Well, the winner of this game will take on either Anderson Redskins or the Troy.
And I'm sure the players, coaching staff, doesn't matter who they take on. But just from a Warrior Nation standpoint, I would love to see them play Anderson. You know, a few years ago, Anderson, they were in the league with Anderson. And, you know, Anderson won the state title in 08, and the Warriors won it in 09. And then shortly after that, Anderson colluded with some other teams and decided to form a league of their own. So this way they'll get a chance to play the Wintonwood Warriors again, see what happens.
1st and 10 at the 31. 3 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Moffmer takes the snap. Pressure's coming, fires it over the far side, has a man open, tap dancing his way into the end zone. Touchdown Cavaliers.
Oh, they call that play like they were in a Warrior defensive huddle. Yeah.
Set up, here's the pass. Extra point pending will tie us at 21. Man open wide middle of the field. Bobbled that pass and then rolled into the end zone. That was number 40 for Chillicothe. Jaden Harris
sometimes the Warriors get in that situation where they got to keep everything in front of them.
Matt Deddy's extra point is up and good. And with 6:58 to play here in the half, Cavaliers and Warriors are tied at 21.
You know, this is a good tune-up for whoever wins this game. That's what it's about this time of year. You know, you want your players to have good tune-up matches. None of this stuff like Mick did in Rocky, setting them up with chumps. You're playing against real live wire opponents here that is going to give them good experience for the next game down the line.
By the way, in 2009, Winton Woods finished with a 13-2 record when they defeated
the Mustangs of
Maple Heights.
Maple Heights.
That state championship game was back on December 4th of 2009, so.
And that's like a thing that was pointed out. I was talking to Chuck Wynn when I was leaving the Elder game, and we both agreed that, hey, they won state without being undefeated. You know, sure you'd like to be, but now you just want to.
Corbin Harden will chip this one up in the air, and they're going to say that.
I don't know what Navar Ganaway's plan was there, but he, you know.
First and 10, Winton Woods from the 30-yard line.
So they'll spot it at the 30-yard line, 6:56 to play in the half. Winton Woods back on offense. Cavaliers looking to lock down and try to stop them. They'll hand it off. Williams muscles his way, jumped over a couple of players, and you see the strength of number 28, how many guys it takes to take down Williams.
Yeah, see here Paul McKnight firing out there, throwing a nice block for him, number 64.
28 is a very big boy. 6.5 to go in the half. Tied at 21. Mayberry takes the snap. They'll go to Williams again. Williams muscles his way forward, bouncing off a couple of defenders and still on his feet, close to the 47-yard line. And the credit of Williams to keep those legs chugging and chugging and chugging.
Yeah, Ryan Williams, he comes off the field with a little bit of hitch in his giddy up.
And now Williams is going to limp off the field, and he will get checked out by the training staff, hopefully just a cramp, as he comes over to the table. 1st and 10 at the 47. Ganaway in motion. Mayberry takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Pressure's rolling, rolls out to his right. Pressure fires it downfield, caught, and a fantastic catch.
Nice catch. Cornell Beecham on that catch. You know, he's playing this game like he's Barry Sanders, but he doesn't want to retire early like Barry Sanders did.
Excellent catch by Cornell Beecham. 1st and 10, they'll spot it at the 34. Chillicothe stacks the box. So does Winton Woods. They'll pitch it out. Beecham stiff arms, turns the corner. 30, 10.
Back inside.
Beecham
That's
inside.
Right.
Touchdown.
That's all well and good, but they're going to have to stop these guys on defense. But for now, we'll appreciate that play and admire that. Cornell Beecham, like I said, he knows when wrestling season gets here eventually, he'll be state champ material there, but he wants to be state champ material here too. And with that play, he cements his efforts right there.
Well, I talked to some of the faculty members here at Winton Woods. Snap is on the way, hold is good, kick is down and through. And with just over 6 to go in the half, the scoreboard has malfunctioned yet again here at Winton Woods High School. But back to my thought about that 2009 team. A lot of similarities that that they see with this 2017 Winton Woods Warriors team.
Oh, that's right. I mean, Coach Dre was kind enough to invite me over to break bread with the team yesterday, and I was sitting at the table talking to Cornell Beecham, and he asked me when he found out I was here back in '9. He said, "Well, how does this feel?" I said, "It feels just like it did in '09." And it's the same thing you said as we see Beecham again.
5:29 to go. Winton Woods will kick it from right to left. Glad you're joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast just as much as we are. Fantastic game and some very good shots from our camera crew. We appreciate everyone coming out to tonight. All the hard-working people behind the scenes, including our producer, Tony Suarez. Velasquez.
I think he has Hugh Staples down there backing him up also.
He will boot it away. Nice kick, end over end. Caught at the 5-yard line, out to the 5, 10, turns the corner and muscles through some defenders and taken down at the 30-yard line.
Nice tackle by number 6, Wasim Ficklin. Stayed home, played right around off of that block, or would-be block. Quite see it on the replay, but it was a nice move Ficklin made to avoid being blocked on that.
1st and 10 at the 26. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the half. Moffmer takes the snap. Pressure coming, fires a slant route. Able to pick up 5 yards on the pass to number 80. I think that's number 88. Cortland Duncan.
See, this is where they've seen what this guy Moffmer could do, and I'm sure they realize now that he must go down, and he must go down hard if they're going to win this game. Whistle on the play.
Another official's timeout by Mark King. The scoreboard has malfunctioned about 3 times or so throughout this first half.
Well, they want the Winton Woods to have 35 points tonight, though, don't they?
Yeah, it keeps popping up at 35 points. They're going to get there sooner or later, but that's not. They're trying to get that scoreboard. Trying to get that scoreboard set, and it's back to 5:22. It's malfunctioned, like I said, a couple of times. Brand new field, brand new track here at Winton Woods High School, and they had rescheduled some of their soccer games due to that, but the completions of the track was just a couple of months ago. They were able to finish everything off, and very fantastic facilities here at Winton Woods. The press box is packed tonight. Spectrum Sports to our left, Chillicothe Radio to our right. We're right in the middle. And Andre Parker getting some explanation from Mark King on the near sideline.
Well, these guys going to have to stay loose while they get this scoreboard malfunction figured out. It's like, I'm looking at statistics this year. Winton Woods in the second quarter, they go from scoring 120 points in the first quarter down to 64 points in the second quarter.
Anderson leading Troy 20-0.
Okay.
PA announcer announcing some other tournament scores going on around the league, and now both teams are going to be called over to their benches as the officials try to sort this one out. 5:22 is what the clock read before, and the officials continuing to discuss.
Looks like it's going to end up being kept on the field. Yeah, so in the second quarter ball games, The Warrior defense has gone from allowing opponents 26 points in the first quarter to 45 in the second quarter. So statistically, I'll just say that they're just going to have to find a way to get in there and give this Muffmer, a rough go of it. He's just having too much time. And I mean, even if they get in there on him, he's going to run too and be effective. But this Muffmer, he's one of those guys, you look at him like, kind of like Kevin Durant in basketball. He's not looking like a regular, basketball player that's going to hurt you. But this guy, he's a bad dude, you can tell. Counted for 34 touchdowns, by either running or passing.
Yeah, an interesting stat that stuck out to me was that between Mayberry, Williams, and Beecham, 21 total touchdowns between those three gentlemen. Talks about the offensive firepower that this Winton Woods team has as they try to stay loose on the sideline. They continue to work the scoreboard here at Winton Woods High School. 5:22.
And that's like you said, Kyle, you have to have a number of guys doing stuff with the ball, being a threat. And where these defenses can't just key on one guy. Last week, Winton Woods showed where they was doing some wildcat direct snaps to Beecham and Ganaway.
Chillicothe, Cavalier band getting ready for halftime. I'm assuming both bands will perform, but we still have 5 minutes and change to get through. And Andre Parker continuing to talk to Mark King and company at the 30-yard line or so. Now, does this break help or hurt either team right now?
I think it just makes both teams that much more uneasy, that much more anxious.
So they will keep the clock on the field. 5:22 is the last count, so
scores 28-21, Winton Woods. Muscle in there, very little or no gain.
Here's Moffmer, hands it off, and number 2 muscles his way forward for the Cavaliers. Connor Mathis. Flags fly. Winton Woods jumped off sides.
So Winton Woods can't be doing this.
So that'll give the Cavaliers a first down. Spot the ball at the 43-yard line. Excuse me, the 38-yard line. Moffmer in the shotgun. Warriors going to bring the blitz. Moffmer, he'll pitch it out. And tripped up. Number 2, Connor Mathis, able to pick up maybe a yard or so. If not, Winton Woods Warrior defense able to get there quickly and take him down.
Chris Oates, nice play on that, along with Jerron Poole.
Now our near line judge.
Second and 11.
Firing off target.
Pass intended for number 10, A.J. Corbin.
And that pass is way off target. Moffmer, that's the worst looking pass he's thrown tonight.
So it's third down for the Cavaliers.
Yeah,
we know it's inside 5 minutes to go. Not sure exactly where the clock is. We left off at 5:22 after the scoreboard malfunction. This is doing it the old-fashioned way right here. Sometimes you got to do that. Third down for Moffmer. Rolls out to his left, evades the pressure. And he's going to be taken out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Nice tackle by number 22, Christopher Oates for Winton Woods.
Nice coverage sack. Everybody was defended well against. He didn't have anywhere to go. You can see everybody's covered. So
Chillicothe,
they're going to punt.
Forced to punt. Beecham will be back to receive for Winton Woods.
Jaquan Harris is going to do the kicking chores for the Cavaliers.
Punt is on the way. High wobbly kick that goes sailing out of bounds. And our line judge is going to say, hey, they're going to spot that at the 50-yard line.
He was out of bounds near the 50-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
Well, the Warriors looks like they'll have this ball put in gear on the 50, and kind of offense that they got.
28-21, Winton Woods on top. First and 10 at the 50. Mayberry and company will go to work. Two receivers to the right, one to the near side. Anthony Clark in the backfield. Mayberry fires near side, connects with number 2.
Raekwon Prince.
Muscling his way past the 40, forward progress. Will give it to him at about the 37-yard line or so as we go back to the replay.
Kenny Mayberry goes straight to Prince over there in the flat. He jukes the guy out of his shoes and picks up yardage after catch.
Warriors able to pick up a first down, spotted at the 38-yard line. Mayberry takes the snap, pressure coming all kinds of time, fires over to Prince. And Prince shuffled out of bounds. Not too far from now, we will see Raekwon Prince lace up the sneakers for basketball, but he's moving the feet out here on the football field tonight.
Yeah, I know a lot of them got other sports, but they're just going to have to wait. They don't mind waiting.
High school basketball season is upon us this month. Waycross will have their first game. Hands it off. Right up the middle, number 20, Jamonte Murphy, the ball carrier for Winton Woods.
Yes, Mine Williams with that carry, and he lowers his shoulder. And
Mayberry fakes the handoff, and he'll turn and keep it himself down the sideline. Avoiding tacklers, he takes it across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. First and 10, Winton Woods.
You see, Mayberry here, he's making smooth moves for a big quarterback, and I just know he just as soon run this ball as throw it.
Both teams doing a real good job. Penalty flag on the field will bring this back as Winton Woods is marching.
In the second quarter, Anderson 20, Troy 0. In the second quarter,
Personal foul against Winton Woods.
7. In the second quarter, Chaminade Julienne 21,
Well,
Alter 20. In the second quarter, Franklin 10.
but it's not known for sure how much time is left to go. I think the Warriors got time to at least march this thing into possible field goal position.
First and 10 Warriors.
First and 10 for Winton Woods. Of course, the clock not working obviously plays a factor in terms of how much time you have left. They'll pass it out. Williams shakes some tacklers, rumbling his way down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that swing pass to Mine Williams, and he had one guy, he faked him till he just slid out from under himself and lowers his shoulder on this guy and still got somebody down on the field. Looks like it's going to be Chillicothe Cavalier down. It's probably the guy that was the would-be tackler on Mine Williams on that.
LaSalle and Harrison were tied at 7 in the second quarter. That score was just announced. Harrison Wildcats had a very good year. Member of the Southwestern Ohio Conference. Of course, they play with Northwestern along with Mount Healthy. A lot of good talent here in this Cincinnati area.
Well, Harrison, Harrison was once at one time in that field, in that league with Anderson, Winton Woods, Harrison, Milford. But unfortunately, that league disbanded, and Winton Woods has had to go out here and find games the best way they can. Looking down there on the field, I see the Warriors have their hydration staff. Kyrie Baxter from last year, she graduated, and she's back this year just to help her team out.
Take a look at the replay one more time. Jason Benson able to walk off the field for Chillicothe. Mayberry fires over to number 2.
Raekwon Prince, he steps around this guy.
Shuffles his feet inside the 10. They'll spot him at about the 7 or 8 yard line, and Winton Woods sets up shop, first and goal.
Number 1, Pete Shoemaker. Number 40, Taquan Harris.
Nice. Look at this.
Warriors looking for points before the half ends. Not sure how much time we have left due to the scoreboard malfunction.
Mine Williams to the short side.
In motion, he'll hand it off. Williams pounding his way, bouncing off
Look
tacklers inside
all the way
the
down
5.
the 2 yard line, possibly 2 or 3 yard line.
We've talked about the strength all game long. Take a look at
that's yards after contact.
Second and goal for the Warriors. In motion, they'll hand it off. Williams shuffles his way forward, and Williams finds the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
That's the touchdown they need. Offensive line played as a unit on that. Look at number 64 plowing this guy out the way. That's Paul McKnight, a 5'10", 278-pound senior. Number 7, Anthony Clark, is the holder on his PAT by Velasquez.
Snap is on the way. It is up. And it's good. 35-21, Winton Woods on top.
35. See, they wanted Winton Woods to have 35 points, and they got that 35 points.
Now they can't show it up on the scoreboard.
But they can't put it on the score. See, Winton Woods Warriors sideline. Coach Dre pacing the sideline. Certainly you can tell by his body language he feels much better about the situation being under control.
To kick off for the Warriors. Number 9, Zach Coates, and number 40, Jaquan Harris. Deep for the Cavaliers.
So the Warriors will kick it away from right to left. Kyle Evans and Jake Williams and our entire Waycross crew coming to you from Winton Woods High School. 35-21 our score. If I knew how much time was left in the half, I'd tell you, partner, but that scoreboard's been out for a while. So they are officially keeping time on the field.
Right now,
puts it into this one. At the 4. Wheels his way to the right. Bouncing off tacklers. Shakes off one another and dives across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. And that's where Chillicothe will take over.
this guy, Jason Benson, on the carry, he didn't mind running up in there, keeping his feet pumping and moving. This guy's getting good return yardage on kickoffs. Look at that hit.
Yeah, both special teams tonight have been very effective. So 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line for Chillicothe. Got to assume we're at least under 2 minutes to play in the half. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Moffmer takes the snap, turns the corner. He'll fake it. Moffmer will run into a wall of Warriors.
Yeah, Moffmer, I'm sure that won't discourage him. I'm sure he'll be back looking to pick up good yardage. But Winwood's Warrior defense met him with helmets that time. Moffmer, we could see exasperated body language at his huddle.
Number 12 checking in for the Warriors, Will Roddick. Moffmer in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself. Muscles his way forward again. Able to pick up 4 yards or so and sets up 3rd down for the Cavaliers.
See, again, Moffmer, no fear of this guy, and I always respect that in an opponent. Looks like they're going to call this the end of the first half, partner.
We have reached halftime. Winton Woods Warriors 35, Chillicothe Cavaliers 21. So we'll step aside. We have reached halftime. Both teams heading off to the locker room for some halftime instructions. And me and you can take a little break. We'll come back with the second half of action here at Winton Woods. You're watching high school football playoffs on Waycross TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The band concludes their halftime performance with an all-time favorite, Long Train Running.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field.
If I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
if I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
Here is our Winton High School marching band with Uprising. and headed to the city with McElroy and Ryan Lewis's Dome Cone. Give our award-winning band a hand. Come on. Let's take a trip back in time with George Clinton's powerhouse hit, Give Up the Funk. Oh, yeah. Come on. Get warm and put your hands together. Give him a hand. Now we know it's cold, but it's the playoffs. We want you to get up on your feet and get ready for this year's closing piece, Algero's hit, Boogie Down.
doing whatever they tell you to get you to do. Let's get you to Just lay up. Drop the tip. Drop the tip. I finally got everything working. Right? I'm working. So I'm going to take your picture.
Of the Columbus Blue Jackets. From the youth leagues all the way up to the NHL, sportsmanship is one thing that we can all have in common. The thrill of competing is great, but how we compete is important. Sports can teach kids so many more lessons than just winning and losing, and we can all make this experience a positive one that builds character and makes memories that last a lifetime. In the stands and on the ice, we can all do our part to make this a great event. Together, let's all respect the game.
This message brought to you by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Back at Winton Woods High School, getting set to start quarter number 3, Kyle Evans and Jake Williams. Winton Woods Warriors leading 35-21, and I'll hand it over to you to talk about some first half stats.
Well, thank you, Kyle. Just looking at the first half, you had some malfunctions with the clock, but no malfunctions in the Warrior offense. We see where they rushed the ball 18 times for 194 yards, whereas the Cavaliers rushed the ball 18 times also for 89 yards. Passing-wise, Muffler was 4 of 8, no interceptions. 8 of 10, excuse me, for Kenny Mayberry with no interceptions. Total offense, Cavaliers had 26 plays for 130 yards, and the Warriors had 28 plays for 270 yards total offense. Mayan Williams had personally accounted for 10 carries and 125 yards with a long of 49 for a 12.5-yard average. See, we're about to kick this ball off to start the second half, Kyle, so we'll catch up with some stats later on, the rest of them.
Well, Velasquez will kick it away in his bright yellow shoes. Warriors swing their arms left to right. Kick is on the way, and a good one, end over end. At the 10, caught by the Cavaliers, they'll weave through traffic. Taken down at about the 25-yard line, where Chillicothe will go to work on offense here in the third quarter. So the clock has still continued to malfunction. So not going to be able to tell you how much time's left in the end of the first in the game. And going back to that first quarter, when the clock started to malfunction, there was about 4 minutes or so. Both teams ran a couple of plays. Then the official signal that the first quarter had come to a close. So not really sure if they even got to play 24 minutes of first half football, but they are keeping the clock on the field. Moffmer scrambles through traffic, able to pick up some yardage. It's going to bring up second down for Chillicothe.
Good way for the Warrior defense to start the second half, putting pressure on Moffmer. Poole stayed with him, assisted by a little help from his friends. So it'll be second down and behind the sticks here.
Chillicothe elected to defer the kickoff, so they got to receive the second half kickoff, and now they're trying to take advantage of it, trailing by 2 touchdowns to the home team in Winton Woods. Man in motion, Moffmer fakes the handoff. He'll pitch it out to the far side. try to shake his way from a couple of Winton Woods defenders, unable to do so, gains maybe a yard or two as you go back to the replay.
Good assignment defense by the Winton Woods defenders, staying with blocks and able to put that to a stop. So that's going to bring it down to 3rd down and 9 yards to go. And this is where Moffmer was working magic on these 3rd and longs in the first half, and Ward defense has to find a way to answer this.
Moffmer takes the snap, pressure coming, rolls to his left, has to get away. Winton Woods Warriors scrambling, fires it down the middle, and the pass is broken up. Number 5 broke it up for Winton Woods, Quinn Smith, and the Warriors forced the Cavaliers to punt.
That's what they needed to do on defense, because as we see Moffmer running for it, got the good wheels, kept it alive long enough to at least make an attempt on someone, but Quinn Smith, senior for the Warriors, not having it.
Cavaliers will punt it away from their own 10-yard line. Snap is on the way, very close to being blocked. Taken at the 40 and lit up. Cavaliers, and here goes Beecham down the far sideline. 10, 20, inside the 10-yard line. Sets up 1st and goal for the Warriors.
That's wide open the second half on special teams. We see on the replay here, a lot of pressure. Chris Oates was nearly blocking that kick.
Number 24, Chris Postich made the stop.
But we can see where
First and goal, Winton Woods.
well, now Beecham is just off to the races on this. Warriors come up on the ball.
Winton Woods forced to take a timeout, had an injured player trying to get off the field, and Andre Parker will burn one of his 3 timeouts here in the 3rd quarter.
So they got that ball laying on the 3-yard line there.
That fish is big boy. The big story is our food. Stop
Both
by
teams.
Beecham, absolutely playing like his guy that he kind of models himself after, Barry Sanders, and that was a Barry Sanders-esque type of run there.
First and goal.
Looks like Moffmer was on special teams covering that punt, so Moffmer's doing everything somebody else has to help this guy if the Cavaliers want to advance.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. 1st and goal at the 5. Mayberry has Williams in the backfield. Snap is on the way. Williams
Big
into the
hole.
end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Big hole. You could have driven your new car through that hole that they opened up for him, Kyle.
Let's take a look at it one more time. 28 in white and blue walks into the end zone. Of course, both teams in white and blue tonight. A little interesting. The Chillicothe Cavaliers road uniforms are normally all white, but they elected to wear their blue pants tonight.
Oh.
Velasquez kicks this one up, and it's blocked. Let's take a look at the blocked extra point. Number 40 for Chillicothe, able to get his hands on that. Nice play by Jaquan Harris. He's been all over the place tonight defensively.
Yes, he has, and he got in there clean. There was no doubt about it on that block.
So it's a 20-point advantage for the Winton Woods Warriors, 40-21.
See where the scoreboard has decided to do its job here for a while.
Yeah, it's been off and on. The scoreboard only worked through the first 8 minutes of the first quarter.
The haunted scoreboard. So the
Well,
Warriors,
they got the score up there. The time is yet to be put on there.
that's true.
And they also don't have that the Winton Woods Warriors have taken a timeout, but it's up and running as far as we're concerned. And
again, the Warriors special teams, they need to hold this down to minimal return. Can't let these guys back in here now.
Caught at the 10-yard line, moving through traffic, shakes.
That's right.
Through a hole, gobbled up by the special teams of Winton Woods.
Gianni Gamble on the stop, along with others. Number 24, Akrim Ahmad.
Let's go back to the kickoff return.
Wow. That's number 21 on that stop. Jalen Felton.
1st and 10 at the 18. Scoreboard has gone black yet again.
So, got to get the Maytag repairman out on that scoreboard.
Moffmer takes the snap, rolls out to his left, and he's sacked. Winton Woods Warrior pressure got to Brandon Moffmer, and he takes him down.
See here, you just take your pick, and they made a wish on Moffmer and broke him down on his, 8-yard line there.
So 2nd and long for the Cavaliers, trying to get to the 28-yard line. Moffmer firing this one deep down the side and intercepted.
Number 9 with the interception, Demetrius Gates. This is what the Warriors need, because either way, they need to control the clock in this second half of this game. See here where he just heaves it on, and he should have back shouldered that. Give his guy a chance to make an adjustment to that ball.
1st and 10 for Winton Woods, spotted 35. Williams.
No, he gives that ball Young this time. Number 7, Anthony Clark with that carry.
Anthony Clark finding the holes. Warriors trying to tack on to what's a 20-point lead, looking for a second-round date with the Anderson Redskins. Here's Williams, muscles his way, turns the corner. Nobody has him. Williams, sideline. Touchdown.
I'm telling you, they may not need that clock as much now. Look at that.
Well executed at number 28, blue. Right down the sideline, and a little shimmy shake, and Williams finds the end zone for 6.
See, the Warriors are going to be using number 7. Anthony Clark will be doing the holding on this PAT attempt. Velasquez's last kick was blocked.
Snap is good. Hold is on the way. Kick is right down the middle.
Kick is up and good. Your score, the Winton Woods Warriors, 48.
48-21.
48-21 now for the Warriors. Whatever Coach Stray told them at halftime must have sunk in, because they come out here with a fury to start the second half here, Kyle.
Well, Chillicothe has put themselves in a hole they don't want to be in midway through the third quarter. Not sure how much time to be exact. Clock has malfunctioned all night long. But for the Chillicothe Cavaliers, a situation in which you don't want to be in, quite frankly, Jake, and that's exactly where they are.
Well, this is a long bus ride up here. I don't want to say long in miles. It's just not the easiest road to drive getting here, but Winton Woods Warriors are going to see to it that they sleep well on the way home.
Velasquez will line it up as he marks off his steps.
Velasquez looks like he's got some new shoes here.
Warriors will kick it away. Back to receive for the Cavaliers at the 3-yard line. Number 40 turns the corner, gets a block down the sideline. Cavaliers gonna have great field position. Number 40 took it all the way back. That's Jawan Harris. We've talked about his name. We said his number. Good field position for the Cavaliers on this drive here in the third quarter.
That's number 6, Wasim Ficklin, on a touchdown-saving tackle for the Warriors. And this guy weaves his way through some blocks, but Ficklin is able to come up with the stop right across the bow.
First and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 41-yard line.
First and 10, Chillicothe.
Mothmer
Chapman on the nose.
fakes the handoff. Back to pass, fires it down the middle, wide open, connecting with number 12. Will Rochford takes it down to the 25-yard line of the Cavaliers, looking to gain some momentum back in this contest.
That's number 9, Demetrius Gates, on the tackle, saving a touchdown. But they've been marched this ball into the Warrior red zone now. Nice catch.
First and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 22-yard line. Excuse me, the 17. Mothmer has it. Hands it off, muscling his way forward. Jaquan Harris was the ball carrier.
See the give, and he runs straight south with the ball. Whistle.
Cavaliers tried to get the play off, and penalty flags fly.
Somebody's injury. Somebody on Winton Woods is marched off the field hurt. That's number 11.
Jaden Miles heads over to the sideline. I think that was an official's timeout.
I think he got a different helmet, maybe. Trevon Poole in the game on defense for the Warriors.
Colerain on top of Moeller, 14-0. That's in the third quarter. Mothmer gets the snap, pitches it out. The race is on, and he fumbles the ball.
He's going to stay in bounds if someone could get it.
Cavaliers able to maintain possession, but a dangerous cough-up.
Yeah, so that's going to make it third down behind the sticks now.
Another official's timeout. Ball comes out, and Chillicothe.
Yeah, see, Chris Oates, he was going for the pick and scoop and score, and where if he'd have fell on it, he probably would have gotten that.
Halftime score, Mason 13, West Claremont 0. Halftime, LaSalle 17, Harrison 7. Halftime score, Sidney 26, Belmont 20.
Mason Comets leading West Claremont at the half 13-0.
That's your old school, Mason Comets, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where I went to high school, partner. But hats off to West Claremont. They merged two schools, and the Wolves had a very fantastic year. They go 7-3, make the playoffs in their first year in existence. Number 40 going to be helped off. That's Jaquan Harris. And
that's a lot of their offense right there. 6'1", 165-pound junior for him.
Clock is back up yet again. 3rd and 17. They do not have the time on the clock.
So they're going to get him eased off the field. A couple of his teammates come and give these old timers an assist. It's helping this young guy.
Indian Hill 24, Taft 8.
You know, we don't know what's going to happen next week, so I'm going to take this opportunity to give shout out to the Winton Woods cheerleading staff. The coaches are Melissa Hill, Shanae Redmond, and Tanisha Bennett. These ladies have made sure the Winton Woods have a fine cheerleading staff this year.
3rd and 18, Moffmer throws it over the middle, trying to connect with number 9, Zach Coates. Broken up. So the Cavaliers
are going to have to go.
Cavaliers, most likely, I'm going to say, they're going to go for this, partner.
I would think so. This, again, is where the Warrior defense just has to make sure they keep everything in front of them. Moffmer's tough on his feet, but I don't think he's going to be able to navigate this much.
Moffmer firing to the end zone. Off the hands. Had it right in his hands. And number 10, A.J. Corbin, drops the egg in the end zone.
So the Warrior defense holds. And now their offense will take the field here.
So the Warriors will take over on down. Midway through quarter number 3, Kyle Evans and Jake Williams and our entire Waycross crew coming to you from Winton Woods High School. Opening round of the playoffs. Williams turns the corner. 28, bounces off tacklers. 28's a muscle machine down the sideline. Williams continues to go. And Williams is knocked out of bounds.
Mayon Williams, a one-man show, one-man wrecking crew on that. He's dangerous running to the short side of the field.
Take a look at the replay. Number 28 just muscles his way.
Look at him directing blocks.
Oh, so close to taking it to the house.
That's why you got a team, though. They'll see to it that they get in the end zone here.
1st and goal for the Warriors.
Pitch.
Walks in.
6.
Navarre Ganaway for the touchdown.
Here on the replay, they fake to give to Williams, which drew everybody in, trust me. And Ganaway cruises on in the end zone.
So the Warriors stretching the scoreboard. It's now 54-21. So
now the clock is a running clock.
Extra point on the way. Makes it 55-21 Warriors.
I'll tell you, that run by Mayon Williams, that puts any future opponent on notice of what they got to prepare for if they face Winton Woods. Still, Warriors have to play a tight game because you do not want to go into any further action off a bunch of sloppy play, penalties, and so forth. And speaking of speed limit, the Warriors got the score. They can't drive 55.
All Winton Woods Warriors tonight.
To kick off for Winton Woods.
Velasquez back to kick it away in his bright green shoes.
Uh-oh, we're having people. Somebody in the truck is disagreeing with your idea of what color this guy's shoes are, Kyle. We'll have to have an interview with him after the game. This is where the Warriors now, they're not going to let up on the pedal.
The pedal's been all the way to the ground since both teams headed into the locker room. Chillicothe hung around for a half, and Winton Woods a lot more physical, a lot more powerful, bringing all the tools to play tonight.
And that's what playoff football is, though. I don't care where you're seated, what bracket you're in, where you're playing, because after this, everybody is going to be road warriors. And Winton Woods has been here. They've passed this way before.
We'll retry the kick, end over end, backing up at about the 5-yard line. Out to the 10, 15, turns the corner to the 20.
I saw a bad block.
It runs right into a wall of Warriors, taken down by number 9, Demetrius Gates.
See on the replay, these guys run straight north with the ball. They don't hesitate. Demetrius Gates playing a big ball game for the Warriors tonight.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. The clock will continue to roll due to the point lead in which Winton Woods has a 55-21 score. Mothman fires it to his receiver on the far side.
His receiver made a nice move on Markeith White to stay alive. Excuse me, that move was made on number 21.
2nd and 3 for the Cavaliers.
Jalen Felta. You know, these Cavaliers, they got some guys dangerous in the open field.
Mothmer has it. He'll hand it off. And then shovels it forward, and a herd of Winton Woods Warriors
all over it.
Flags fly after the play is over.
So you see on the replay here that Warriors swarmed that.
Delay of game.
So they're called delay of game because number 4, Markeith White, stripped the ball, I guess, after the whistle had blown. And
First down, Chillicothe.
Chillicothe is going to get a first down out of this.
So the chains will get moved, and the clock will continue to run here in the 3rd quarter.
I think the Warriors, they need to make sure they cover. Let this guy throw the ball, just cover.
Mothmer's pass incomplete to...
Incomplete pass.
See on the replay, that's what the Warriors do. They only rushed 3 that time.
Tried to connect with number 6. That's Jason Benson.
So I see they got number 45, Kai Insixame in the game. He's one of the first guys in. Kai Insixame, he's a 5'10", 214-pound sophomore. So more than likely his presence to be felt around here for a few more years.
Mothmer has it. He'll hand it off. Turns the corner. That's number 10. And a huge collision.
Quinn Smith comes up there. Number 5, Quinn Smith says,
here comes the bulldozer. 3rd and 5 for the Cavaliers. Clock continuing to roll here in quarter number 3.
Warrior defense sign says raise the roof down there. Warrior Nation responding. Got these bleachers, this press box rocking now.
3rd and 4. Mothmer keeps it himself. Muscles his way forward. He's going to be short by about 2 yards.
Mothmer took a hit once he decided to go in there. He put that on him. Ooh, Chris Oates, number 22.
Cavaliers going to go
short.
for this. Moffmer trying to get a play signaled in from the far sideline.
Timeout.
And the Cavaliers forced to burn their second timeout of the half.
Their first timeout of the second half.
So I think on this 4th and short, this is where if you're the Cavaliers, you'd like to make this first down just to keep this game relevant if you're Chillicothe. Because we don't know how much time is left. Feels like it's got to be down to about a minute 30 or so left to go in the third quarter.
Both teams breaking the huddle. Cavaliers still huddled around Ron Hinton. Cavaliers come into tonight the 7th seed in this region. 8-2 record. But the record doesn't always tell the tale of the story, because the Moy Crusaders snuck into the playoffs at 4-6. It all depends on who you beat, who beats who. You get points for all that stuff in the Harbinger point system.
But once you get in the playoffs, none of that stuff matters.
Quarterback keeper.
Looks like you're going to give them a first down, but they may have to bring the chains out for a measurement where this one guy's standing.
Let's go back to muscling his way forward, and
they're calling for a measurement.
They will measure. Scoreboard is back up. 55-21 our score here in the third quarter. Excellent work by our camera crew all night. We appreciate all of their hard work.
Well, it's a great crew down there in the truck.
There's the ball.
Sticks.
First down.
First down, Chillicothe.
So the Cavaliers moved the chains by not that much, partner.
They'll take it at this point.
Now, I did a game earlier this year at Reading where they measured 3 times. First 2 times, here was the ball, here was the stick, not even close. The third time, right there at the nose.
Oh, it sounds like a home cooking chain gang there.
Reading did win the game, and that's where it was. So.
Third quarter score.
Anderson is winning.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, the Edwards Warriors, 55. Chillicothe Cavaliers.
It's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Cavaliers have some work to do. 12 minutes on the clock, and the clock is on the scoreboard, but don't get too excited, folks. It's gone off and on all night.
Intermittent clock.
It's funny because I've been here at least 4 or 5 times. I was here in week 1 with Tom Hall. I'm here tonight with you. I did a couple of soccer games here with my partner, Vince Wesley. Clock worked fine. And now it goes out.
Well,
right
this
on cue.
This is the big showcase for the clock. You know, speaking of Tom Hall, we got to give Tom Hall a shout out. He couldn't be here tonight, cover this game. My old timer pal, he had the family issues to go enjoy some time with his son Alex, who Alex has done a couple ball games with me over the years.
Best wishes to our Waycross announcers, Tom Hall, enjoying some time. Here's Moffmer getting pressured, has to throw it away.
Pass is
Incomplete.
Pass was
More
intended for number
defense.
9, Zach Coates.
So the Warriors called for holding.
Penalty flag on the play.
See on replay.
Holding on Winton Woods.
Moffmer looks the defense off.
In the fourth quarter, Anderson 26, Troy 0. In the third quarter, LaSalle 31, Harrison 7.
LaSalle running away from Harrison, 41-7. Anderson up 28-0, which means the Warriors and Redskins are going to meet next week in round 2. Regional semi-final action, but still have a fourth quarter to be played.
Ball's pass is tipped. You know, if the Warriors and the Redskins face off next week, that's a good matchup. I would love to see.
All the marbles would be on the table for that game and a chance to advance to the regional final.
Well, Anderson, their first game of the season, I recall back during one of their main fans, Marty Brenneman, had some complaining to do when they beat a team from West Virginia that was putting home cooking on them.
2nd and 10, Moffmer fires deep down the sideline, nobody home.
Quinn Smith, nearest one to that ball.
Not sure why Cavaliers had nobody wide open, and like you said, Quinn Smith, the only guy back, almost got another interception. Credit this Winton Woods defense. You've seen them a lot this year. I've seen them a handful of times. Aiden Quinn and company really get these guys ready to play. They put up some points on the board. It's a very good, well-balanced Winton Woods team.
Yes, it is. And again, very much reminds me of the way it felt around here back in '09.
When they took home all the marbles, the state title that year in 2009.
I think they had to beat the Anderson Redskins that year.
Moffmer weaving through, tries to shake away, turns, puts on the afterburners, and he's knocked out of bounds. Back at the sticks, original line of scrimmage, so he runs all the way around for no gain.
This guy is a good athlete, though. He's got a lot of heart.
So the Cavaliers faced with a 4th and 11 here in the fourth quarter. Winton Woods Warriors trying to advance to the regional semifinals with a date with the Anderson Redskins.
Okay, so
the
Warriors don't have anyone back.
They're going to fake it, and a wide open receiver along the far sideline drilled out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, and the Cavaliers.
Flag on the play. You know, what's he supposed to do, ref?
For the meantime, the Cavaliers are able to pick up the first down. Personal foul against Winton Woods. Another 15 yards tacked on.
You know, just because the guy's going out of bounds don't mean you got to stand there and let him.
I'll be placed on the 9-yard line. First and goal, Chillicothe.
Okay, so it's going to make it 1st and goal for these Cavaliers.
First and goal. Botch snap. They'll hand it off. Muscling his way forward. Down to the 5.
It's like Warriors defense. They don't want to get scored on here.
Cavaliers trying to punch it in. All the way down to the 1-yard line. Sets up 3rd and goal. Warriors trying to stay strong here on this 3rd down opportunity for the Cavaliers. Trying to pick up some late points here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so this is where Moffmer will probably try to take it himself.
Into the end zone. Very close.
No signal.
He is not signaled yet. That close. Let's go back to the replay.
4th and goal. Fork in the road if you're Cavaliers.
Cavaliers trying to punch it in.
Muffler trying to
quarterback
move it
keeper,
forward, but he's
trying to push him over the pile. He's in, touchdown.
Well, looks like Ward's defense has surrendered, the first points of the second half there.
Very close. Everyone pushing and shoving right there on the line.
Yeah, well.
And then the signal from the line judge. So he's able to get over the line.
Number 90, Matt Deddy, on to kick the extra point for the Cavaliers.
Matt Deddy will line up the extra point. Try to make this a 55-28 ball game. Snap is on the way, and it's blocked. The second extra point that the Winton Woods defense has got to tonight, 55-27.
So now the Warriors, I'm sure, are going to have to watch for an onside kick here. See what they can do, if they can recover this onside kick. Of course, I'm assuming it will be. I'm sure Coach Dre is very pleased with the results of what his team has put forth here tonight. Just going into the game.
Let's go back to the touchdown. Number 12 started celebrating before the ball had even crossed the plane. Yeah, you said it right. Wintonwood's Warriors have to be wary of an onside kick opportunity coming right here.
It's not running clock.
Number 9, Zach Coates.
So back to regular timing regulations. Cavaliers are all bunched up. They turn around and
ball fell off the tee. That worked out.
Seen a lot of teams do that. The fake kick, and then they'll all run up to the line and they'll all back off.
Why do they got Kenny Mayberry back there?
Deddy puts his leg into this one, back to the 10-yard line.
Okay.
Warriors will take a knee at the 10.
Which is okay, as long as you're using Kenny Mayberry to take a knee and don't have him try to run upfield. It looks like the Warriors are going to get through this game pretty good shape. And next week,
not too far from now, we will lace it up for the hardwood. Waycross's first game comes your way November 27th. That's this month when the Talawanda Braves take on the Winton Woods Warriors. That's the girls' game. Action begins at 6 and 7:30 with the JV and the varsity game. So we'll kick off the high school basketball season. Question is, will the Winton Woods Warriors football team still be playing that late into November? Andre Parker and company are hoping so.
Well, they could certainly talk about it now because we're in the playoffs. No more getting ahead of yourself, speculating when we're in the regular season. We're in the playoffs now, so that's why you're here, to be played November 27th, December.
And a chance, and I would assume that that's a chance in which the winner of that game would move on to the Final Four. Mayberry hands it off. Williams chugs his way forward, bouncing off tacklers out across the 25-yard line. Leon Williams has been a muscle machine tonight.
That's number 7, Anthony Clark, on that carry partner, and he's a big guy too. It's Anthony Clark, senior, 5'6", 213 pounds. See by the sides of those huge tree trunk legs of his that he don't be taking elevators anywhere.
2nd and 4 at the 19. Mayberry bobbles the snap.
Tries to leap a defender and That's the end of that right there. Starting to see a little frustration on a couple of these Cavaliers.
Picks up 1 yard on the play.
Again, that snap laid out on the ground. Who's this with that carry? Number 16 with that ball. Michael Wingfield. This is a freshman, 6 foot, 160 pounder.
Third and 4 at the 16. Mayberry in the shotgun formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll hand it off. Clark muscles his way out to the midfield.
Clark with good speed.
He's at the 40.
Clark with moves.
Weaving all 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors.
I'll tell you, what a way. You got number 16 in there, quarterback, Michael Wingfield. He had this ball to Anthony Clark, and we see Clark does the rest. Like I say, he's a powerful built guy, but he can move too. Look at this. Touchdown, Winwood Warriors. Andy Clark, that's a senior carry right there. 213 pounds of speed in the open field with moves.
Touchdown, Warriors.
Most points that Winton Woods scored all season this year was when they played Royal Imperial from Canada. They beat them 45-0. They have not gotten anywhere to 60. They have 61 tonight.
Well, this is the way to advance into the playoffs with the hammer down, giving any future opponent, you know, knowledge of what we're capable of doing.
Number 7, Anthony Clark holding.
Because like I said, they're playing Anderson next week. Anderson did good in this new league that they went off and formed, but we're going to find out. There'll be no home cooking involved in that game, I hope.
Yes, that game will be at a neutral field. Yet to be determined. That will be next Friday night. Kickoff again at 7:30.
They might play that game at your old school.
Extra point on the way, and it's blocked. So the Cavaliers block the extra point. Let's go back to the replay. And Anthony Clark finds in every hole, bouncing off every tackler, finds his way all the way to the end zone.
Look at that, switch the ball around to protect it, switch the ball back. Nice block. Wow, this guy, this is an amazing weapon to have. This, Mayan Williams, guys receiving the ball, it's going to be a lot to think about.
Well, you don't like speculating, but I think we can go ahead and speculate. We're going to have the Redskins and the Warriors in round 2 of this bracket, which I haven't looked at the other parts of the bracket, including regions 1, 2, and 3, but a very stacked region 4. Winton Woods, a very good team. LaSalle in there.
Well, you know, the thing is that this is one game against Anderson that is going to be special, and hopefully at some point a game against LaSalle, defending state champ, 3-time defending state champ.
Yeah.
And even though the Warriors beat LaSalle, LaSalle's still defending state champ. But this is the way they practice. They've practiced this way all year. A lot of these plays they use in these games don't look any different from the way they run it in practice.
Warriors will kick it from left to right, and they'll kick it off from the 30-yard line.
That's Romel Velasquez, the younger brother of Neri Velasquez.
Puts his right foot into it, caught by number 9. Turns the corner, tries to shuffle away a couple of defenders, and finally taken down by the Warriors, number 30.
Gianni Gamble.
Back to the kickoff return. You know, earlier throughout in the first 3 quarters or so, both teams did a real good job finding those holes. Then those holes started swelling up. Officials timeout yet again. We are in the 4th quarter. Not sure.
They're getting
exactly
number 21 off
left.
the field, Jalen Felta. He doesn't want to come off, but Adam Shipley is out there, head trainer of the Warriors staff, and you're coming with me. We'll have you ready for next week, the same time, same station.
Watch these games tomorrow at 8 p.m. on Spectrum Channel 15 on Sunday. At 10 a.m. you can have breakfast with us on Cincinnati Bell Fiber Optics 851, as well as Monday, November 6th at 3 p.m. You can also watch us on Cincinnati Bell Fiber Optics November 9th at 9:30 p.m. You can also go to waycross.tv. Hurdling over players on the first play.
Warriors, earlier, like I said, I was invited to break bread with the team yesterday, and I could vouch for the fact that there was no liver and onions pregame meal. And pregame meal was pretty good, actually. Spaghetti, rigatoni, salad.
High snap, hands it off. Number 21 muscling his way forward for close to a first down. Adrian Beverly now in at quarterback for the Cavaliers.
It's like Kai and Sixame, number 45, comes off. This Kai and Sixame, he's going to be getting a lot of reps, I'm telling you. And he's a sophomore.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line for the Cavaliers. Beverly turns the corner, and a swarm of Warriors able to meet him right there as he tried to turn the corner.
Number 15, Jalen Engelman.
All night long, this Winton defense very good, and Beverly nowhere to go. Swarmed by multiple Winton Woods Warriors.
Coach Dre getting some of these guys in the game for cameo appearances.
2nd and 10 from the 50. Beverly hands it off.
Number 16, Tyson Netler on the run for Chillicothe.
Sets up a 3rd down and 10 for the Cavaliers.
Well, Cavaliers and the Warriors. This sounds like a pro basketball NBA matchup.
Able to pick up about 5 or so on the 3rd down. Sets up 4th down and 5 or so. Let's go back. Look at the Cavaliers trying to find those holes.
So some of these new shirts in the game for Winton Woods are playing a hefty presence too. It's number 15, Jalen Engelman out there.
Cavaliers are going to come up short, and the Warriors will take over on down.
It's like the Cavaliers got Christian Benson in the game now, quarterback.
Meanwhile, in the Division I bracket, Coleraine and Mason most likely to meet in the 2nd round. Those two teams were winning in the 4th quarter. Sycamore was beating Milford. So the Aviators will get a win, and that will do it. Final score from Winton Woods. Cavaliers defeated by Winton Woods 61.
Timeout, Chillicothe. They lined up like they was going to go out there and respect the game.
That's the OHSAA's motto, respect the game.
You know, Warriors got a lot of new shirts out there now. I see a number 65 out there for him. That's Julius Martin Gardner. That's a freshman, 6 foot, 223 pounds. You can never go wrong having number 65 on your team. So looks like the Warriors take the snap. Straight drop back throw to D. Down the sideline, this ball is caught, and it's going to be another touchdown for the Winton.
You're fine, partner. Take it away. I wanted you to do play-by-play one more time.
Sorry, partner.
You're fine. You can have play-by-play the rest of the game.
No. Who's this number 16 for the Warriors? It's Michael Wingfield. That's a freshman throw that ball out there like that. It's number 81 on this catch. Zyshawn Johnson.
40-point lead for the Winton Woods Warriors, and that's the ball game.
So, here we are from Frederick Stadium, Forest Park, Ohio. Final score, Winton Woods Warriors 67, and the visiting Chillicothe Cavaliers 27. I want to thank them for being our competition. I want y'all to have a safe trip back down the highway to Chillicothe. Don't get that speed ticket like I got going through there one year. Speaking of our strength and pride, two legends standing side by side. Testament to brotherhood. Hail to thee, O Winton Woods.
Once again, our final score from Winton Woods, the Warriors 67, the Cavaliers 27. For my broadcast partner, Jake Williams, our outstanding producer, Tony Suarez, and our fantastic Waycross crew, I'm Kyle Evans saying so long and good night from Winton Woods High School.